Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And welcome to Monday morning. We're at the start of a brand new week. It's a really noisy morning. Beautiful rain. But it's really loud. Not the thunder and the lightning, just the rain itself is so loud. So I've had to turn up the music a little bit as well. I'm not sure if the balance is going to be right, but let's see. Somebody, good morning. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. It's good to see ya. Right, let's get into it. Let's get into today's message. Do you ever feel the relentless pressure to constantly outperform yourself? The nagging feeling that your best is just never good enough? If so, you are not alone. But what if the secret to consistent excellence is not just about pushing harder, but about understanding what your best or doing your best really means? The cultural narrative around achievement can be exhausting. We are told to hustle harder, reach higher, and never settle. Yet this week I invite you to embrace a radically different approach. Give yourself permission to just do your best. Nothing more, nothing less, just do your best. Charlene, good morning. Welcome to a brand new week. Hello to Monday. This week we don't have just one teacher to lead us into our daily meditation journey, but a beautiful collection of wise humans through the ages. And here are a few different voices speaking about doing your best. The first one for today is Oprah. Oprah says, doing your best at this moment. And I mean, it's just so simple. The simplicity is what I really love about this. She says, doing your best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. Doing your best this moment is also kind of what helps create the next moment. H. Jackson Brown Jr. says, the best preparation for tomorrow is just doing your best today. That's how we show up as our best tomorrow, just doing our best today. Michelle, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to a brand new week. And then John Wooden says, just do the best you can. No one can do more than that. Just show up doing the best you can. I know you are doing your best and trying your hardest, and I'm here to tell you that that is enough. However, here's an uncomfortable truth that we rarely discuss. That even when we do our best, it's no guarantee that things will turn out the way we want them to. We can give our full 100% and still not realize the goals that we set, and then what? Anthony, good morning. It's good to see you. Hello, man. When our plans don't work out, we face a simple choice. We can stop doing our best, or we can get up tomorrow morning and do our best again. It really comes down to that choice. We either completely lose hope and we say, why even bother? I'm going to stop doing my best. Or every morning, we just set the intention again. Today, I will do my best again. And this I always feel guided by a piece of wisdom I heard a long time ago that says, the true master always has clear intent and also accepts that whatever happens is the perfect outcome for today. Can I do my best today, and when I go to bed tonight, accept that however the day turned out was perfect? Can I create and surrender, create again and also surrender, Just like taking a deep breath in and then also letting that deep breath go. Create and let go. Create and let go. This is the rhythm of creation. The best writing on doing your best that I've ever come across is by Don Miguel Ruiz in the book The Four Agreements. And here's just a little taste for you. He says, always do your best. But know that your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. This insight is transformative. Your best when you are well rested differs from when you are exhausted. Your best in a day of clarity is not the same as your best during a season of grief. Comparing these versions of yourself is like comparing apples to oceans. They just exist in completely different contexts. So here's how we'll do it. Here is how we will consistently do our best. Don't compare your best today to either yesterday or tomorrow. Let your best today just be your best today. Create and let go. Rise tomorrow to create at your highest potential again. And put your head on the pillow at night knowing that today I did my best and no one can do more. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll slip off into this week together, starting with the first few big breaths. Here we go. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly as if there's a balloon in your belly, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine. Slump down your shoulders and even drop your head. while you continue your full body breathing. Notice the rise of every inhale. Notice the feeling of raising yourself up with every inhale. It feels strong. It feels empowering to inhale and feel yourself grow. But just imagine that we became stuck on the idea of inhaling being such a good thing. So good to bring oxygen into our body, in fact, that it must be better than exhaling. So imagine we try to live our lives focusing on inhale only. No more exhale is needed. That feels like softening. It feels like falling. I want to rise and be strong, so from now on I will only inhale. I mean, the whole idea sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But isn't that how we often approach life? We get the idea that only foot on the accelerator is acceptable. Taking our foot off is something we shouldn't be doing. Now for a moment, bring your attention to the exhale. With every breath out, can you really get into the softening that is happening? With every breath out, for the moment, can you embrace the softening that is happening in your body? Can we take the message from our breathing that both sides of this equation is important? That inhaling and creating at our highest potential is, of course, an important action to take. But that completely letting go of what we are creating and finding ourselves in deep surrender is the opposite side of the same coin. That creating and clinging actually becomes counterproductive when we're not letting go and creating space for the next creation to happen. Just like your exhale is creating space for the next inhale to happen, when you create without clinging, when you create at your highest potential and also can completely let go, you are creating space for the next round of creating to happen. Can you create and also let go? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. And lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at the very least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. one more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up your belly as if there's a balloon in your belly, also feel yourself slip all the way into you. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. See your toes sticking over the edge and see yourself ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. We're standing at the start of a brand new week. And we're taking the opportunity to be intentional about the week ahead. We don't want to walk into this week on autopilot, just reacting to life in the same old ways we might have reacted to life before. We want to be intentional and choose our response to life this week. So let's start with what is known about the week ahead. What is already in the calendar? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a moment to stroll through the week ahead. Take a stroll through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and remind yourself of what lies ahead this week. What are some of the things you want to get done this week? What are some of the places you need to go this week? Who are some of the people you need to see this week? Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Choose one thing to be really intentional about. Perhaps you have a really clear goal for this week. Then make that your one thing. And I know that it's not always easy to know exactly what we are creating or what our goals are even. Maybe it's something physical. Maybe you're doing something really creative and you'll have something you can point to and put on the wall and say, I made that, I created that. But I want to remind you that everything we do is an act of creating. Whether it's the more tangible project that you're finishing this week and you need to get it signed off, that's easier to see, that's tangible. But all of our interactions form part of the spectrum of creating that we do every day. Every conversation you have creates a relationship. Every meal you make creates life itself, or sustains it at least. Just how you show up in your home is an act of creating, because you're creating the energy in that space. Choose one thing to be intentional about this week. Where will you place your attention? Because whatever grabs your attention is something you'll be pouring energy into and creating more of. So if you don't have a clear goal for this week, then at least have a clear idea of where you want to place your attention. What will get your focus this week? Take your next big breath. For the moment, transport yourself to the end of the week. Imagine having made it through the week, getting to the weekend and looking back. When you look back over the week ahead, what would you like to see yourself having accomplished? So if you had a checklist for the end of the week, what are some of the things you'd like to check off that list? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, I made progress on that one, or I got this one done and I got that one done? What does your checklist look like when you reach the end of this week? Take your next big breath. Create and let go. Create and let go. Sometimes it is the desperate clinging on to that actually gets in our way of creating. Take a moment to see how a tree in spring is clearly in full creation mode. In a very short period of time, it goes from bare branches to a beautiful green canopy. Like the epitome of creating at your full potential, right? But also at the end of that season, when it's time to let go, the tree doesn't feel like, but I worked so hard to create this. Imagine that as a tree's breath, a really slow inhale for a whole season. And when it's time to let go, it's time to exhale. Nothing in the tree fights this breath out. It opens its arms and it lets go. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, create this image as clearly as you can of creating and also letting go. Take your next big breath. We don't even have to be as patient as the tree. We can create and let go in a much shorter cycle. Every day, we can start with a clear intention again. We could either drag yesterday's failings along with us and start our day by going, why even try? Yesterday didn't work. Or we can embrace every new day with open arms, ready to try again. Is that a conversation you can have with yourself at the start of every day? I'll put my baggage down and I will simply be willing to do my best again today. And at the end of your day, when you put your head on a pillow, could you remind yourself to let all of it go? The true master always has perfectly clear intent and also accepts whatever happens as the perfect outcome. What a balance to keep. starting with a clear intention. And even if that clear intention is not how today went, finding peace in knowing however today turned out is perfect. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, have that conversation with yourself. See yourself having that conversation at the end of every day. Today you did your best, and tomorrow you'll try again. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, remind yourself, today I will do my best, and tomorrow I will try again. Take a deep breath in and hold. And again, as you release, have this conversation. Today, I will do the best that I can. And however it turns out today, I will have peace tonight that I did my best. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, remind yourself again, I have a simple choice. I can stop doing my best, or I can simply try and do my best again. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back. You can even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time today's quotes. From Oprah, doing your best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. Simply show up and do your best. From Jackson Brown Jr., the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Do your best today, and you put yourself in the best position for tomorrow. And then from John Wooden, just do the best that you can. No one can do more than that. The truth is, even when we do our best, things don't always go the way we want them to, right? We can show up and give our full 100%. And still, sometimes things don't work out the way we wanted them to. Our choice then is very simple. we can give up. We can stop doing our best. And we know where that leads. Or, in full surrender, we can get up tomorrow morning and just do our best again. Don Miguel Ruiz reminds us of what doing our best looks like. And I like the dose of reality here. He says, always do your best, yes. But know that your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best. And then you'll avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. So don't compare your best today to either yesterday or tomorrow. Let your best today just be your best today. Create and also let go. Rise tomorrow and create at your highest potential again. And put your head on the pillow at night knowing that today I did my best. One more time. Create this image in your mind. Visualize this. See yourself, put yourself to bed at the end of every day this week, having this conversation. I know you did your best today. And tomorrow you'll do your best again. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for a brand new start to a brand new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for a moment of becoming intentional about the week ahead. Creating a clear intention for how I want to respond to life this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the deep surrender that comes from just doing my best. And that's a beautiful picture of what surrender looks like. Surrender does not look like doing nothing. Surrender looks like doing everything I can, but not trying to do more than I can. Because surrender means nothing if it doesn't include being surrendered to doing what needs to get done. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to create in absolute surrender. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Spread your wings, fly off into the week and create at your highest potential. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Sunmarie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Pepe. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. And Karen, it is always so good to see you pop in with us. Wishing you the best and a great week. Lots of love to you all. Wishing you the best week. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.